Yo, what up everybody? ETA on the EUC. It is, I don't even know, what, the 26th or something? 25th, 9:48 p.m. October 25th, 9:25. 9, blah, 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 9:48 p.m. Alright. I got a lot to say in this recording, but here is the commander. This is the OG commander. What do I mean by OG? I mean original commander by Extreme Bull. Yep, here she be. I'm gonna talk more about it in a second. Just real quick, I got my pads from the Commander Pro that I bought a while ago. These pedals came with it. I bought it used. I'm gonna talk more about it in a second. Like I said, I got a lot to talk about. A lot of things has happened. So first, I'm gonna go to Brooklyn. I'm in Manhattan right now. I'm in Midtown. It's probably gonna take me like maybe 20 minutes to get to Brooklyn. And why do I want to go to Brooklyn? Because maybe that's not a good idea, actually, because it's maybe I should start my shift now, actually. You know what? I'm gonna start my shift now, because what happens is I got 10 minutes to log in with Uber. All right, so we're just gonna start here, but I do want to go to Brooklyn. Like, I do not want to be in Manhattan right now. So probably what's gonna happen is I'm gonna start working, and if I get an order that takes me near the water that goes towards Brooklyn, I'm gonna go to Brooklyn, because I just don't feel like working in Manhattan today. Anyway, let me get to the thing that you guys probably all care about, the EUC. So, shit, and I just got an order. I don't know why it makes that sound now when, why does it make that sound, bro? This app, bro, they keep changing stuff. Usually you would just get like a bling.
Head to your pickup and flat to Green Nomad.
But now when you get matching orders, you get that bling, that constant sound that you heard. Anyway, yeah, so the commander. Oh, it's gonna be difficult to talk right now, man. It's a Friday, it's busy. I'll talk about it here in a second, give me a second. Oh yeah. I'm kind of beat down, dude, because this GoPro of mine has been giving me issues, and for like the last couple of days I've had to like do a whole bunch of stuff where it's just focusing on this GoPro, and it's just like I'm just tired, bro. But let's do this pick up real quick. And yeah, I can see my commander. I also got a pickup. I got an add-on for like $5.30 something just now, so I'm gonna get another thing after this. All right, so I guess I'm at the wrong spot. Sorry guys, this is what happens when you start recording and you're doing food delivery in fucking Manhattan. So let me figure out where the hell I'm at. All right, I found it. So the last spot I was just at was called Plant Burger. This is called Planta. They're like right by each other, so. I know my recordings lately, I seem a little frustrated. Today's no different, so I apologize in advance. Cool, thank you. Yeah, Halloween's right across This is probably the weekend for the Halloween shit, so everyone's gonna be like partying. Probably see naked girls. They like to get naked at this time. Alright, so I just picked up that order. Next one. Yeah, I got a feeling I'm probably not gonna leave Manhattan for a while. It's gonna be busy. Alright, so 4 minutes to the south. Oh, these little short distance trips, man. It's hard to hold a conversation, and I got so much shit to say. I'll try, man. So I bought the Commander Pro. I bought the Commander, not the Commander Pro. Used online for a good deal. The guy that sold it to me, it had like 3,300 kilometers of travel, of miles put on it since 2022, which is like, I can't convert that in my head, but I looked it up online already. It was like 2,200 miles or something like that since 2022. So like this thing was like babied. He didn't even ride it, dude, in my opinion. If I was to guess, he seemed like one of those guys that just kept buying wheels, you know, and then just like, I don't know, just rode the new ones and then put the other one aside, and then he kept selling other wheels, his older wheels, because he sold a whole bunch of wheels in the past. So he buys the newest ones and then sells. It's like he keeps refreshing his stock. And I think that's the kind of person I bought this from. I'm not gonna get too much more into that, but I say all that because I got a good deal on this, dude. Like right now you can buy this thing online for like $2,400 plus tax, shipping, whatever the fuck that is. I got this with 2,200 miles for like $1,300, so it's a good deal. And I have been eyeing the Commander for a long time because I see it on eWheels, I see it on other places. When this thing first came out, this thing was way overpriced. They put it at like $4,000. It was like the most expensive wheel on the market, way overpriced. And Sherman Max came out the same time. I think this was kind of just like a competitor to the Sherman Max. Sherman Max is from Veteran. This wheel is from Extreme Bull. Blah, blah, blah. And basically the Sherman Max, in my opinion, kicked its ass in sales, and this wheel wasn't as popular. I have the high torque version. There's a high torque version, the high speed version. I have the high torque version. Anyway, yeah, I've been eyeing this for a while because I see it's a good deal. Even at $2,400, this thing's basically just like the Sherman. I mean, there's some differences, what I'll talk about. This is basically just like the Sherman, 3,600 watt hours. It actually has 200 watt higher motor. The Sherman has 2,800. This one has 3,000 watt motor, so it's even stronger. So it's basically just like the Sherman, but with like even a stronger motor. And it's priced lower because it's not as popular. Anyway, $2,400 for this, brand new, is still a good deal because I can go 12 plus hours on this thing, which I'll talk about later. Here we are to the pickup. And really, I wanted another long range wheel. I'll get into the reasons why I bought this. But that's the main reason. Obviously, I don't have my Commander Pro anymore. Told you, man, I got a lot of shit to talk about. I don't know how I'm gonna fit it in this fucking... Okay, where are we going here? Going over here. Anyway, I'll talk more about that and other stuff. I'm just gonna be talking, bro. So if you don't want to hear me talk, just tune out, dude. I'm just telling you now. I'm gonna be talking a lot. All right, here's a pickup right here. Hopefully I can talk and do deliveries. I'm gonna have to, so you'll get to see me do some deliveries as well. Hello. Hello. I got a pickup for Nico.
Nico.
Yep.
Nico?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Add to your
drop off at 150 East 44th Street.
What she said. I have no idea what she said. I'm just trying to be funny. Yeah, so this next drop off, this first drop off, it says about 13 minutes to the north via bike, but we're on electric unicycle. Probably can get there quicker. I don't know. I don't really care either. All right. So, why did I get another wheel? I have the KS 16X, Kingsong 16X. I also have the Sherman Max. I used to have the Commander Pro. If you don't know already, I don't have it anymore because I installed something probably wrong. Actually, I think I installed something wrong on it and I blew one of the batteries, and that's no good. And it scared the hell out of me. And it scared the hell out of me, and I took it outside for 5 minutes because it was smoking, and I left it. It was a whole story, guys, but basically it was taken within that 5 minutes, so I don't have the Commander Pro anymore. And my KS16X, my Kingsong 16X, recently had a hall sensor warning, so I haven't rode that in probably a month or two. So I've just been riding my Sherman. And like I said, I've always wanted the Commander. I've been eyeing it, and then this opportunity came along. I saw it online for this deal. It was in good condition, never quote unquote spilled, never ruined the rain. Really good condition. 13. I had to take it. You know, it made perfect sense. You need another long range wheel for food delivery, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking, I'm impatient, bro. I can't wait for these lights. I gotta take this road. Oh, no bike lanes, just traffic. Busy. Now I gotta take this all the way up. Oh my God. Yeah, so I needed another wheel. I didn't need another wheel, but you know, first of all, the Kingsong 16X, I can only get like 6 to 7 hours, which is a lot actually for that wheel. And that's doing food delivery. Obviously, food delivery is different than personal use. If you use it for like a hobby, you're gonna just run the hell out of it. What I mean is when you're on it, you'll just, why am I on this street, dude? Oh my gosh. One thing that sucks about this wheel is the headlight, which is no surprise. Everyone that's done a review on this wheel, everyone that's ridden this wheel, everyone knows this headlight sucks. Because what happens is when you ride on this wheel, when you ride, and so to accelerate, you have to lean forward on the pedals. So when you lean forward, this wheel specifically, it tilts forward like this, and when you lean back, it tilts back. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes like that. And so when you're riding this wheel, the headlights are in a fixed position, like they don't move like the Sherman, like you can't adjust it. So what happens is when you ride, the headlights go down. They go down and you can't see in front of you, you know? It's like, right now it's not that bad, but like if I was to go to Brooklyn or something, I don't know, just take my word on it. Like, see how low that is? I don't even know if you can see that. But when you ride forward, it points down. It's like, that's just one of the dumb things that Begode and Extreme Bull, one of their genius ideas, you know? So yeah, the light sucks. I'm gonna buy, I already bought like a flashlight type deal. I'm gonna take it with me when I ride this thing. Anyway, yeah, so I have the Kingsong 16X and I have the hall sensor, so it's been sitting. It's not a long range wheel for food delivery. Ideally, you want, I used to say 6-7 hours is okay for food delivery with the Kingsong 16X, But the more I'm kind of like, you know what? You want a long range wheel, like for food delivery. It's a must, because every now and then you're gonna go over 7 hours, obviously, you know. And you want something that's gonna last you a long time. So I can go, you know, 12 plus hours if I want. It's also a safety thing. The more battery you have in your EUC, the safer you are, because the closer it gets to empty, your chances of a cutout where the wheel just cuts out and then you face plant and break your face, that goes up dramatically when the battery's very low. So having a bigger battery saves you from having, it gives you a bigger ceiling to mess with, right? So it's more safety as well in that regard. So yeah, ideally two long range wheels. I'm gonna go this way real quick. 2 long range wheels, if one goes down, you gotta back up. So I got that now. I got it on this one. I can go 12 plus hours if I want. Yeah, so that's kind of basically the reason I did it. I mean, it was only $1,300. That's a good fucking deal for these things. These things are hell of expensive. Like, the most expensive one you could buy right now is the Sherman L. I think it's like $4.5 thousand. Plus tax and shipping and all that stuff. I forgot to see the beginning miles on this thing because I wanted to know the miles, the total miles for today. But I forgot to track it on DarknessBot. But anyway, right now we're at 95% on the wheel. And right now it's 2,572 miles, 0.5. So I'm just gonna screenshot that at 95%. I don't know how many miles we've done. And we'll look at that at the end of the shift. See how much total miles we got in the EUC. But I've done this a few times already, so I kind of have an idea of what it can do. And if DarknessBot is anything like the screen on the Sherman, because the screen, see here, this is in metric, by the way, so I don't look at that. I can't change it either. It's another dumb fucking decision by WHiZZ. They never updated their firmware. So it's just so much to say, man. Hello. I have a food delivery for... All right, thank you. So if you can hear... You hear that? That's the fan on this thing. It's so loud. It's the loudest fan. It's like my fucking PC when it's on like max mode. Listen, I know you can hear it already, but the fan is right here in the front. Yeah, it's loud. Another thing with the Commander is it gets hot. The top part gets hot, the motherboard area, so that's why that fan kicks in all the time. And it heats up quickly. That's another known thing about the Commander. I'm going to compare it to my Sherman Max because basically these were competitor wheels. The Sherman Max and the Commander, WHiZZ they're always trying to compete with Veteran to up them, and Veteran always, in my opinion, beats them, even though WHiZZ has special qualities as well, and they're getting a hell of a lot better from where they were. So I'll talk about the differences between the two wheels since I own them both now. Let me see. It's just loud though, right? Like you can't hide that. Like sometimes I'll try to hide it when I come into reception so they don't give me a problem. Leave a door order. But I can't hide it because it's too fucking loud until that fan shuts off. The Sherman, you know, it's not that loud, so See, the fan just shut off. See how quiet it is now? Once I start moving it, it's gonna make that fan noise again. Or I turn on the headlight, watch. Oh. Whatever. There it goes. So the other thing real quick, you see how this wire right here goes into my pocket? I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. I don't know why I'm pointing down, but yeah, there's a wire that goes from my pocket up to the camera. Because I'm not using my battery anymore, the wireless battery, whatever the hell you call it for the GoPro battery, I'm using a power bank in my pocket to charge the GoPro. Why? Because my GoPro just decided to stop using batteries for some reason. Like I put a battery in, it'll run for 30 seconds and it'll shut off. Thanks. It'll run for like 30 seconds and then it'll just shut off with the batteries in. And I used to have this problem like a year and a half ago, and the batteries are shutting off due to the cold, and so I went to an Enduro battery with the GoPro, and it actually fixed it. It fixed the issue. The camera stopped turning off and it was good for like a year and a half.
Enter your drop off at 249 East 48th Street.
All right, this next drop off is a few minutes to the north. And so I thought I fixed the problem, and I did. I fixed the problem for like a year and a half, never had any more issues. And then it started doing it again. It starts recording and then it shuts off. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I just got bad Enduro batteries. And they happened at the same time, 2 batteries. I had 2 Enduro batteries and they started doing that. So I'm like, all right, so I can't record. Let me go to Best Buy or whatever. Let me buy some Enduro batteries. They're the best batteries you can get for temperature, everything for a GoPro. They're the best batteries you can get. At least for the GoPro 10. So I went to go buy those thinking that would fix the problem. Brand new batteries, put the brand new Enduro batteries in, same problem. So I don't think it's the batteries. I did a factory reset on the GoPro. I changed firmware on the GoPro. I've done everything. I formatted the SD card. I changed SD cards. I changed the charger. I got a new charger. I tried everything, bro. And yeah, it's still doing it. So I'm just like, you know what? I guess maybe I can just use a portable charger and fucking do it that way. Why? That's so... I'm a hater when it comes to those mufflers, bro. It's so annoying, bro. Like me. I'm annoying like me, but even worse. But yeah, see, it's kind of dark out here, bro. Like, can you see in front of you? I can't. Unless I tilt back. If I tilt back, I can see the headlight. But if I lean forward... So yeah, anyway, yeah, I got the portable, and it's a big battery. It should last me forever. It's kind of annoying. I got this fucking wire sticking out. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with my GoPro. It just will not function properly. So I'm gonna call support, but I doubt they're gonna be able to help me. I got another order. Oh no, not yet. This thing's out of warranty, my GoPro, so they'll probably just tell me to buy another fucking GoPro. Now, if they say I can get another GoPro for $100, sometimes they do that. When you got bad GoPros, I might go for that. Hello. No doorman. Doorman was out here, actually. I got a food delivery.
Okay, just put it on the blue cabinet.
Okay.
Put it on the blue cabinet.
All right, thank you. Just got another order.
Yeah, but like
19 minutes to the north after this. But yeah, there's no way to like hide this wire, and I think I have it on the wrong side. It's on my right side. It's on my dominant side. So it's like if I try to move my hand or whatever, it just like gets in the way and hits it. So I'm trying to figure out like, it's my first time doing this. Maybe I should put it on the left side. Anyway. See, this says meet at door, but he's telling me to leave it. Whatever, bro. So I just text that customer saying that reception told me to leave the food in the lobby, even though they wanted to meet at door. It's kind of an issue because like sometimes reception tells you to do that, even though the customer wants you to do something else. And you gotta have like really high ratings anymore to like work. So like every fucking rating counts. And so if the customer just wants to be a dick because you didn't like meet them at door, even though reception wouldn't let you, they can just mark you like a bad rating and then like it'll just fuck your shit up, right? Even though I'm doing everything I could, as you heard, the reception said I can't go up, so whatever, man. Like like I've got a couple thumbs down recently because I've been going to hotels, and hotels are notorious here in NYC. You cannot, let me go this way. Notorious in NYC, you cannot go to the hotel rooms. I mean, very few of them let you go to the hotel rooms to give the order. And so I'll text the customer because they always say meet at door because they're lazy, they never want to come down. So they say meet at door, and then, you know, I send a text and I just say, hey, reception has instructed me, blah, 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 since it's a hotel, to leave it in the lobby. And I've gotten a couple thumbs down because of that. It's affected my rating, even though it's out of my control, bro. So like, I don't know, if my rating starts to get lower than I want, I just call them. It's like, hey bro, like, I can't come up. I like go the extra mile so they don't like give me a thumbs down. And that's what I've been doing lately because my rating went all the way down to a 96, which is high, right? But you need a 95% or higher to stay in the top tier, which I am right now. Top tier gives you more access to orders, blah, blah, blah. All that boring shit I don't even want to talk about. So I've actually been texting the customers saying, you know, here's your order, left at the door like you wanted, blah, blah, blah. By the way, if you liked your service, give me a thumbs up. It'll help my rating. And I've never done that. I have like, I don't know, maybe 20, like anywhere from probably 17,000 to 20,000 deliveries. I've never done that before. But I've been doing it lately to bring my rating up, and only one person has gave me that thumbs up since, so I got 97% right now. Drop off's like right over here. One good thing about this power bank is like the battery will never die. Basically, I can go all day. Unless I forget to charge the thing. Okay, I think it's over here. But I kind of like the batteries. Like I figured out a way to do it without worrying about all that mess. Where is it? It's a restaurant, bro. I thought it was a residential. What am I doing? I told you I got a lot to talk about. I got so much more shit to talk about. Just gotta add on $3, bro, for 9 minutes. Fucking ridiculous. Let me see. I'm sorry. Michelle B?
Michelle B, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. So I just accepted that. You say, damn, dude, why did you accept the order for $3? What are you doing? Well, must I explain more? We're in New York City. The food delivery laws are different here in New York City. I'm saying this for the new people that joined recently. In New York City, they go by trip time. Trip time is from the time you accept the order to the time you drop it off. Trip time is about $20 an hour. Plus you can keep the tips. So really that $3 that you saw is kind of meaningless. Unless it's really high, I don't know, blah. I talked a million fucking times about this. Verify the order verified.
Head to your pickup and
But basically we're going off trip time. So usually I look at the trip time, how long it's gonna take me. And they have it in such a way where they send to it, it's gonna be like $20 no matter what. Like base pay trip time, they set it where the base pay is gonna be $20 an hour anyway, so while I was messing with this GoPro trying to figure out what the hell was going on with the batteries, I realized GoPro has a lot of features, bro. And like one of the features it has is a live. Like I can do live recordings. Like I can like somehow connect this thing to YouTube and do live recordings, right? So I can do live recordings on YouTube. And that's something I've been wanting to do. I was thinking about putting into my membership thing, which I'm trying to set up in the future. There's gonna be a lot of benefits, bro. Probably more than any other channel. I'm talking about like full-length videos, no ads. You got live recordings of me on shifts. I talk to you in real time. You know, you can leave comments while I'm writing, talk to me. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of shit. That's just those two things, and even more shit. But I haven't got around to setting that up yet, because if I set it up, it's kind of permanent. So I want to make sure everything's good when I set that thing up. But anyway, yeah, dude, I can do live recordings on this thing. I always thought like I needed two phones. Like I thought like I would need like a phone on my chest to do live on YouTube, and then like a phone that I'm using to do food delivery. So you know, but I guess I can use my GoPro, which is perfect. So yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. I gotta, now that I know that, I'm gonna have to look into it and figure out how I can do that. Cause this GoPro, you know, it uses Wi-Fi. Obviously, I'm probably gonna have to use a hotspot, obviously. But I got a hotspot on my phone I can use, so I don't know. I'll have to look into it and figure out how I'm gonna do live streams, but I think that would be awesome, dude. Because you guys can like literally watch me in real time, and if you're bored, you can just hang out, whatever, and just fucking, you know, chill at your house on the computer, watch me do food deliveries in real time. You could talk to each other in the chat, talk to me, I'll answer questions, talk to you. It'd be a good time. It'd be a good hangout, bro. And for food delivery, it'd be perfect. Because you'd be entertained at the same time. You could see what kind of shenanigans I get up to without editing. Wow, now see, that's a plug. That's a plug right there. That was a good plug, bro. But I do mean that. Pickup's right over here. It's gonna be a Thai place. Now, I realize I haven't talked about what I think about this. Like, how's the ride of the Commander? How is it compared to the Sherman? Like I said, bro, I got a lot to talk about. Probably not enough time to record it. I was gonna do a podcast literally because I had so much to talk about. I didn't want to talk the whole time on these recordings, on these food delivery shifts. But I'll try to fit it in anyway, I guess. Usually I do podcasts if it's like a big topic that I need to talk about and I don't want to record it. I'd rather just do a podcast on it. Hello. Yep. Thank you. It's flashy lights. Yeah, this coffee I'm drinking right now is not helping.
Head to your drop-off at 515 East 78th Street. Turn right on 2nd Avenue.
It's
Then
fun.
turn left on
All right, you could shut up now. It's funny how like one simple thing, like my camera not working, has just like thrown me all through a loop. It's just like I spent the last couple of days trying to figure out what the hell is going on with this GoPro, because I know you guys wanted to see videos on the Commander because I just got it, and you guys have been seeing nothing but bike videos lately. I know you wanted to see the Commander, so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's wrong. And something so simple, bro. I've like messed up my sleeping schedule, haven't getting the greatest sleep. It's so ridiculous. Me going back and forth to Best Buy trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just like exhausted from a fucking trying to figure out what's going on with the GoPro. I'm just like tired. I'm just tired. Yeah, when this GoPro starts acting up, it is extremely frustrating. When you want to record and you're out here and then the GoPro just refuses to work, or like the Rode or the microphones refuse to work, it is just like it is super frustrating. Anyway, here I am. All right, drop off's 2 minutes this way. When I bought this, it came used, right? 2,200 miles. Good for $1,300, considering the wheel. But it also came with Clark pedals, which are not the stock pedals. Stock pedals are crap. They're like cast iron nubs. Your feet slip on it. So you're gonna have to get different kind of spike pedals. So I got spike pedals, Clark pedals, good pedals that came on it from the previous user. Like I said, I had the power pads, which are those things on the side to help you accelerate the brake, have you more control of the EUC. I had those laying around from my other EUC. Oh yeah, so this thing actually has a tubeless tire. I don't know what kind of tire it is. I've never had a tubeless tire on any of my EUCs. I don't think I've ever had a tubeless tire on anything. See, the light's working pretty good right here, but I'm not really accelerating. If I accelerate, the light disappears. Yes, it's a premium tubeless tires. I mean, I think all tubeless tires for this kind of application are expensive, but this is a premium one. I don't know what it is. I haven't looked it up yet, but I can just tell it's a premium tubeless tire. And at first I thought it was, where's the drop off? Let me see. Food delivery? Yes. I got you. How you doing? Yeah, it's convenient. All right. Yep. Okay. Let's see which one this is. Okay. All right, here you go. Have a good one. Thank you.
Head to your drop-off at 536 East 79th Street.
The other drop-off is like right at the end of the street, actually. Yeah, I don't like this wire on my right side. I'm gonna have to put it on my left side. Let's see here. This way. I guess 80. It's gonna be over here. Yep, dogs do not like EUCs. If you haven't noticed, you probably haven't. Unless you're an EUC rider, you know what I'm talking about. They just see these things and they just go crazy. So anytime like I see like a big dog, and like I'm in a, because a lot of times you're forced to like walk by a big dog or like go by a big dog here in the city. Let's see. All right, so we're going to Harlem finally, huh? We got an ice cream order going all the way to 125th, 123rd. So 125th in Harlem is 125th, probably not the best area. I'll talk about it in a second, but it's not that bad either. I exaggerated it in the past because I never went up there. I was so dumb, I thought like Harlem was the Bronx, so that just shows you how much I know. Here we go. Let me see. These things are cool, man. You got like an address here, 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 and here. And like if you see the letters, it tells you what letters you're supposed to go to. I'm supposed to go to the R, so it's over here. I'm gonna make this hella quick because it's the first floor, so put the shit here. Make this snappy. Here you go. Thank you. All right, next pickup is an ice cream place. I told you that was quick. All right, so we're going to Harlem finally, huh? We got an ice cream order going all the way to 125th. Hello, pick up for a John. Cool. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. All right, so like I said, we're going all the way to 125th. This is like the heart of Harlem. 125th is Martin Luther King Boulevard, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna go up there. It says about, I don't know. It says about 14 minutes or so, but we'll probably get up there in like 12. The Commander, is it better than the Sherman? I would say no, for a couple reasons. It could actually be better than the Sherman, but they did a lot of mistakes. First of all, let me talk about the good thing and then I'll talk about the other things. So the good thing with the Commander is the shelling, the casing. It's very compact. There's no pieces sticking out. So what I mean by the shelling, for those of you that don't know anything about EUCs, is this black part, right? The black part, you can't really see it here in the dark. But basically the shelling, right? It seems pretty robust. It doesn't seem like cheap plastic. I mean, it's plastic, it still breaks, but it's not like the Sherman, for instance. The Sherman, the biggest weak points on the Sherman Max, I could say without a doubt, I have like probably 20,000 miles on the Sherman Max, is the shelling and the trolley handle system. The trolley handle system breaks so easily on the Sherman. It's ridiculous. And so does the shelling. If you drop the shelling, because basically there's these little hooks on the Sherman Max, my other EUC, that hooks onto the roll cage. It's like a dumb design, bro, because if you drop your EUC and it lands on one of those plastic hooks, it's like guaranteed to break the plastic hook, and it keeps that bar open, or it keeps the roll cage up. So if those hooks break, the roll cage is going to be loose. It's going to be flopping around. So now I gotta, you know, it's just so easy to break. So that's what makes this better, is the shelling's better, more robust, it's stronger. I think, you know, it's not holding up any like roll cages. So if it falls, you know, nothing's going to flop. It's not going to break. I'm not going to have to, all that shit. So that's a plus comparing it to the Sherman Max. The other plus is the trolley handle. The trolley handle's not perfect on this, but I can tell you right now, there's been a lot of complaints about the Commander trolley handle because the button sticks, but it's not really that big of an issue. I'll show you what I mean here. But like, there's a button on here. You can't really see it because it's black. But there's this button right here that it can stick. But it's not really an issue for me. It doesn't really stick. It's not really as bad as people made it seem on the reviews. The trolley handle, let me turn this thing around. The trolley handle is thicker than the Sherman. It's more robust. Like, you don't feel like if I'm trolling it around and I lean the unicycle to the side, it doesn't feel like it's gonna break. Like with the Sherman Max, if I lean the unicycle to the side with the trolley handle, it feels like it's gonna break, and sometimes it does. It's so cheap. With this, it doesn't feel that way. So the trolley handle's better than the Sherman, and the plastic's better than the Sherman. Huge plus sides, especially the trolley handle, because I probably bought 6 or 7 of these fucking trolley handles for the Sherman, because it breaks all the time. This, it probably won't happen unless it drops with the handle, with the thing up. However, there's more downsides than there are plus sides. The downside is a headlight. It sucks. It's crappy. You don't really get a good beam. And even worse, when you accelerate, it points down, so you can't see ahead of you. Dumb design. With the Sherman Max, you can adjust the headlight, so if you go forward, it doesn't point down as much. And the unicycle, when you lean forward on the Sherman, the pedals don't dip as much, go forward. So it's one negative with the Commander, comparing it to the Sherman Max. And once again, these are competitor wheels. They're basically twins, right? They're like opposite, you know, like cousins and shit, basically. Like, they're competitors, so it's a great comparison here. What's the other downside? Oh my God. A huge, one of the worst downsides of the whole thing is the firmware. The firmware, they never bothered to update the firmware on the Commander. Like, this is the stock firmware. It's never changed. Almost all EUCs get updates in their firmware because they update the wheel, they update the firmware. Is everything. Firmware can change the pedal dips in the wheel, it can change the acceleration, it can change the speed, it can fucking change the way the lights work, it could change everything. It could change how it reads the battery, it could change. It's so important is the firmware. And they never bothered, for when this thing was released, a $4,000 wheel. This is what gets me. They released this wheel for $4,000 and they never even bothered the firmware. Dumb. With the Sherman Max, I don't know how many updates with the firmware they've had. So the Sherman Max kicks its ass in firmware, which is so important, so important. I can go more into that, but let's just say I find it very negligible that the company would do that. But hey, that's good for you. That's the kind of shit they do. Other than that, like, it accelerates good. You know, it's good in all that regard. This is the high torque version. So it's the high torque version. It's more torquey. They have the high speed version where you can go faster, but I'm doing food delivery. I don't really care about going too fast. I think high torque on my instance is more important because, like, if, for instance, if I'm in traffic and I need to speed up real quick so I don't get hit by a car, I can have that high torque. I don't have to worry about being overpowered, you know, even though it's a very big motor. I'm sure the high speed would probably be okay too. But the downside with the high torque is you don't go as fast. And from what I understand, you know, it's advertised at 45 miles per hour, but I personally haven't gone over 32 yet. I personally haven't gone over 32 yet. I did hear a beep one time. Anyway, I don't want to get into that too much, but I think the Sherman Max is better when it comes to speed and shit like that. Like, it's very hard for me to hear the beeps on the Sherman Max. So what happens is the wheel will beep. It has an alarm on it. If it feels overpowered, if the battery's low, if you're going too fast, it'll give you a beep as a warning. It is so rare to hear. I don't think I've ever heard the Sherman Max beep on me unless I hit a bump going real fast. When you hit a bump, it messes with the shit and it beeps. But I've heard a beep on this just riding. So this tells me it doesn't go as fast as a Sherman Max. I feel, I don't know for certain yet, I'm still kind of new with the wheel, but I feel like this thing, it can beep easier. It might be the settings as well. It could be the way the settings are with the firmware and shit. So maybe I can change the settings in the app as far as like the alarms and shit, which I can do. I can't change the firmware, but I can set. Anyway, so the other thing is the fan. Super loud fan. The fucking, it overheats pretty easily. Not bad to where it like shuts off the wheel, but it just gets hot at the motherboard area because there's not a cooling system. There's a way to mod that, but it requires drilling holes into the top, and like it's not something I technically want to do. And during the winter, this is probably a good wheel to have because, you know, if it stays warm like that, it's kind of better for it actually in the cold compared to the Sherman. So yeah, the motherboard is hotter, way hotter than the Sherman, and having a hot wheel is not a good thing. It's not good for the components, all that. There's that. I'm coming up to the drop off now, so I'll talk more about some more of the quote unquote cons of this wheel. So coming up right now, this is 124th. This is not 125th, like I said, but drop off's over here. So the other issue, which I haven't experienced this one yet, but the fucking lights just turn off. And like this one's not turning back on for some reason. Usually you can do a free spin of the wheel and the lights will come back on, but it's not working now. There we go. See that shit? See how fucking ghetto that shit is? See, the wheel was on, right? But the lights weren't on. That's some BS, bro. And the way that you fix that is you got to free spin the wheel, which I just did. Why does that happen? Supposedly it's like, some people say it's the auxiliary board and some people say it's the daughter board, whatever the hell that is. Let me go to this pickup. I got another order, and sorry I didn't record that drop off, but the GoPro, something happened to the GoPro, just technology shit, man, Jesus. But yeah, we got another order over here, going to the other order. But as you saw there, the fucking lights just go out. Either the headlight goes out or the screen on the EUC goes out randomly. And the way you turn it back on is you got to free spin the wheel, which I just did. And some people say it's a issue with the daughter board, whatever that is, or the auxiliary board. And believe it or not, it's actually quote unquote something that happens. It's like a feature. It's a horrible word to use. But Begode wheels, right? The whole history with Begode wheels is they put more, I don't know, they have a history of this weird shit, right? But Yeah, so that's another downside. I even forgot about that. And that's another thing with the firmware is if they even I think that they could fix that in the firmware probably. But they didn't even bother to fix it. This wheel's been out since 2022, not one update. And so it's just negligible, bro. It's just like, you got these huge issues with this shit. The fucking lights are going off in the dark, right? And then you gotta like do all this shit to like turn the lights back on. It overheats, right? You could probably fix that in the firmware, maybe, I don't know, probably not. But just all these things, right? And like, do a fucking firmware update, you know? Not one firmware update. But the thing about the lights turning off and stuff is it's not like a safety thing unless your lights go out and you can't see. But it doesn't like, it's been around forever. It's actually a known thing that this happens with this wheel. So the wheel's not gonna cut out, it's just the lights turn off for what, it's like a bug or whatever. And so you gotta free spin the wheel, but thankfully it doesn't hurt the wheel in any way. You know, I'm not gonna crash my EUC as far as I know. There's been no reports. It's just a thing that happens. It's like a known thing. Pickups over here. It's a taco place. Pretty popular actually. Sure, we're in East Harlem, by the way. It's a popular little spot in Harlem. So yeah, I'm gonna watch my wheel like a hawk, always do. Thank you. When I do, I just turn sideways. I watch it from my peripheral. Hello. Let's see. Yep.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Take care.
You too. They try to give me an add-on with Uber for like $2.30. I was like, nope, decline. They give me an additional 8 minutes, but if it's just so low, I'm just like, dude, it's just probably more hassle than it's worth. Drop-off's about 5 minutes to the west. Yeah, so the fan's really loud with this thing. Also, it rattles the fan. And it's not like it's not broken, it's just that's how all the Commanders are. Like the fan's not like attached tightly, so like it rattles. Like you could feel like when you first get on this thing and you've never rode it before, it kind of feels like it's it's rattling a little bit, but very, very, you know, it's not like a deep like but you can feel something in there. And if you didn't know it was the fan, you might think there was something weird with the motor, but no, it's the fan. Just another thing, I mean, you can fix that too. It's just like, it's actually an easy fix. Like, they built this wheel, right? And they didn't even bother securing the fan. It's just, so, there's probably other things with this fucking wheel. But other than that, I mean, it sounds bad, sounds like a bad deal, but those are like, the big things in my opinion is the firmware and the lights going out, but it's more the firmware. Because if they just fix the fucking firmware, they'd fix so many issues. That's the main downside that I personally don't like about it. Everything else, as far as like the acceleration, awesome. The speed's good. I don't think it's as good as the Sherman Max. This is the high torque version. I don't know. I haven't gone higher than 32 miles an hour. Yeah, it's lighter than the Sherman for sure. The Sherman feels bulkier. Like I feel like I can whip this thing around a little easier. The range is amazing. That's the one thing I might beat the Sherman on, is range. For instance, according to Darkness Bot, not according to the screen. Usually when I look at the screen on the Sherman is how I know the distance, because there's like a miles thing on the Sherman. That's not GPS distance, that's wheel distance. I don't know, I guess there's a difference. And I've never seen the distance on Darkness Bot with Sherman Max. I always look on the screen, but on Darkness Bot with the Commander, like for instance, I can like get 60 something miles and still have like 40% fucking battery, which is good. Really good. And there's some instances where it really feels like you can beat the Sherman as far as distance. Like this was probably, when it came out, it was the Sherman Max and this wheel for like some of the longest range EUCs. And this wheel basically was like the top. It was the longest range EUC, even beat like the Monster Pro. I guess, I don't know too much about the Monster Pro. So like the range on this thing is fucking awesome. And those are my biggest things. I want range, I want a little bit of speed to keep up with traffic for food delivery, and I want reliability, right? Not too reliability when it comes to the lights, but there hasn't been any like long-term issues that I know of with the Commander, and it's been around since 2022 on the community. So it fits my bill, and for the price, it just makes sense, you know? So overall, for the price and what this wheel offers, I feel like I got a deal. Like, I definitely got a deal. It was in great condition. Came with the tubeless tire, the spike pedals, good condition, low miles. For $1,300, great fucking deal. Exactly what I wanted. I wasn't expecting to buy another wheel anytime soon, but the deal was so good. All right, here we go. Got a double. Damn, we're going all the way up there. All the way up there. So far, I don't even know like where the fuck that is. So we're gonna do it. All right, you guys are gonna see me go. Said something wrong. Hopefully I accepted it, but it said something wrong with that order, so maybe we won't go up there. Let's find out. Anyway, drop-off's right here. Thank you. Then again, let's see, 6. Okay. Coming up. A guy let me in the building. Yeah, listen to that fan. But yeah, overall, I mean, even with those things I said, for that price, it's a good fucking deal on this thing, dude. Good deal. I'm happy with the purchase. I don't regret it at all, especially for that price, dude. And it's what I needed, is another long range wheel. Yeah, I rang the doorbell. It was a meet at door order. They weren't coming, so I just left the food at the door, left a message, and it looks like that order didn't come through. Something happened with that order, so looks like we're not going all the way up north unless we go to order going up that way. But I'm gonna try it. So right now, we're in Harlem. We're in Harlem right now, right above Central Park. I'm gonna try to go back down here. Although I could go to Brooklyn. The thing with Brooklyn, okay, we got a 7-Eleven order, hell no. It's Popeyes going up north, see if I can get that. This is the matching order. Oh, it says it was taken, oh well. I didn't take the 7-Eleven order because usually 7-Eleven orders are like heavy ass liquids or beer. It's like really heavy. IDs, hassle. But we'll see what happens. And when they released this wheel, like I said, it was like the most expensive wheel, and it's had all these issues, you know, the lights, the fan, the firmware, the shit going out with it. And they resold it for $4,000, way overpriced, unfinished product. All right, we're going up north, way up north, way up north. I'm gonna take that double going way up north. So far up, I don't even know where the fuck that is. Let me see. Where is this? I think it's like Harlem Heights or something. Washington Heights. Washington Heights. We're going way up there. All right, let's go. It's a double. But yeah, they had all these issues and they released it like for that price. It's just, I mean, that's good for you, bro. That's just what they do. And because of that, and because they came out, it was a competitor with the Sherman. The Sherman was like cheaper. It didn't have all these weird firmware things. It didn't have any like unfinished business, like as far as the lights and the fucking fan. And it was, the Sherman Max is like the third iteration of the Sherman, the OG Sherman. So it was even a refined product. This is like the first batch of the Commander. And so the Sherman just kicked its ass as far as sales. Everything about, and when I first got this wheel, I thought maybe it was as good or better than the Sherman, but of course, after experiencing everything I experienced, nothing really bad, but I'm just saying like those things, those negatives I talked about, when you compare it to the Sherman, especially at the price when it came out, I mean, the Sherman just kicked its ass in popularity, and like so much so that this wheel like came almost like a second, like an overthought, you know, like a afterthought. They released around the same time. It was more expensive, this Commander. It had more issues. And the Sherman Max was already a popular item with a refined third edition. And so it whooped its ass. The next wheel that Extreme Bull came out with was the Commander Pro, which I had, which I no longer have. And once again, that wheel came out with some weird things about it. Fuck, I'm going the wrong way here. Should have went this way. Let me go this way. While this wheel is pretty good, you know, it just has those little things about it. It's just the way it was released and the price and all that. Like, the Sherman whooped its ass and it stayed that way. And it's like Extreme Bull limped back in its corner. Its first release. It limped back in its corner, came out with the Commander Pro, had some issues with the Commander Pro, kind of fixed that. So yeah, this wheel wasn't very popular. Yeah. So now with all that said, you guys kind of know the history, what's going on with this wheel, all that, why I got it, all that shit. So do I think it's better? What do I think? Sherman Max, since I own that, or the Commander Pro? Obviously with everything I said, you're gonna get a better deal with the Sherman Max. But I mean, this wheel is still good. It's still great. So yeah, the Sherman Max wins on. I mean, the Sherman Max is more expensive now because what happens? No one buys this fucking wheel. They drop the price, right? I'm just talking when it first came out. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys right now, but whatever. Yeah, the Sherman Max is a better deal overall. It's probably a better wheel. Now, if they fix the firmware and they fix those little easy ass things to fix, the fan, well, the lights aren't too easy to fix, but the firmware is probably kind of easy to fix. I don't know if it has a Bluetooth feature to fix the firmware. I don't know. But if they just fix the fucking fan and the firmware, just the firmware mainly, this wheel would be even more competitive. But it's like they just gave up. They just like, fuck it, you know, the Sherman Max whooped our ass. Let's just limp away and work on our next project. It's kind of the way I look at it. All right, here's a pickup right here, Harlem Shake. I've never been here before. A lot of the places up here I haven't been to because I don't go up here that much. Yeah, for Caitlin. What the fuck? Yeah, so we just got that order. All right, so let's go to the second pickup. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, the other thing is, I'm pretty sure if like, so the button and the power button is right here. You hit it once, the lights come on, you hit it again, you get that flashing light. But if you hold it, which I'm not gonna do, the wheel turns off. So technically, if I forget and I try to turn off the lights and I hold it, maybe it'll cut out on me. Which is another thing they could probably fix in the firmware. So let me go ahead and verify this order. With the Sherman, there's 4 different buttons on the Sherman. You got the headlight, you got the power button, you got all this shit for the other stuff. So that's even better on the Sherman as well. So this next pickup is way up north. It's like we're going all the way to Washington Heights up here. So you can see, this is Manhattan. Usually I'm down here, but we're way up here. So we're gonna go all the way up here. It's for the next pickup. It says about 18 minutes to the north. Pizza Hut, okay. So as far as going to Washington Heights, I think I've only been up there like once before to do a delivery. So this is my second time. I don't know where I'm at right now, but I'm really not gonna know where the fuck I am when I go up there. So let's go. See, I don't know where I'm at, but thank God for GPS, right? Can you imagine trying to do this job with a fucking map, dude? Like an old school fucking map. Could you imagine that? It would not be worth it. Because I don't know where I'm at, and like I said, thank God for GPS. I like these places. Look at these shows. Cool, right? This way.
That game would have been so clutch, man. Holy shit. Wow, man.
Here you go. Thank you. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just completed that. Next one, way up here. Yeah, like I said, that weird little spot, it's actually in this area. Inwood, I think is what it's called. It's weird up here. I don't know. I've been up here one time. I had to do a delivery. I'll show you when we get up there though. But I'm using my external GoPro, check, because I'm too lazy to get my backpack with the food on there and switch out for the other mic. So we're just gonna use this for now until I drop off this order. Yeah, so this is where it gets like kind of weird up here to the left. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the end. It's like the tip, but like
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Dykeman Street.
all right, you can shut up now. Let me look at my map because I want to make sure. don't know. I remember because like it's this, right? And I have to like go this. Oh, there's a bike lane right here. Okay. Well, that makes it a little better. But yeah, it's like a little hill right here at the end of the island, or at the tip, the top here. Oh, this shit's cool, bro. Look at this. This is. I thought this was abandoned. Look at that, bro. You probably, I don't know if you can see it, but it's fucking cool looking. Yeah, so I've been up here one time. I did a delivery. This is literally the farthest I've been up. I'm not even sure if I've been up to the Bronx, dude. And the Bronx is very, very close. Like, there's the Harlem River right in front of us. I hope you can hear me. But yeah, the Harlem River is like right in front of me. If I cross that river, I'm in the Bronx. I don't know if I will get orders that takes me to the Bronx, but I will go to the Bronx if it takes me to the Bronx, but we'll see what happens. This is cool though, right? See, I'm going downhill, so this is where you want the light to be. It's like actually in front, because I'm leaning back to keep it at a certain speed. I'm leaning back to brake a little bit right now, so that's why the lights are up. But yeah, that was that hill I'm talking about. This is cool. This is a cool area. I like this. They got a Billards right there. All right. Got a Billards over there. I keep saying that. This is a train station. You probably go over here and it probably takes you over the water to get to Brooklyn. This looks like a little hot spot over here. A little popular area. Yeah, this is a hot spot. These motherfuckers probably ain't used to seeing EUCs up here, I bet. No one, even in Manhattan, people don't see these things that often. It's a cool old building over there. Says I gotta go over here. Oh, this is a cool area, bro. Here's another hot spot. Oh shit, the glass. You can tell this is a hot spot coming up. Got a hill right here. Kind of a hilly area. Got another order coming in. McDonald's. Just take it, fuck it. Yeah, these things take hills like no issue, bro, by the way. Drop offs over here to the left. Where are we at here? .616 West 207th. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I'm good, bro.
Thank you. Oh. I just got a text from the customer, said that they're coming. It's cool, right? I like these places. Look how that shit looks badass, right?
1
Food delivery? Okay, got you. Yep. It's all good.
Yo, can we take a picture? Can we take a picture now that we here? I'm gonna post it because we did. Yes. Oh my God. No, it doesn't keep it though.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, yeah, that was that fast. Damn.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. They said they put 2 of them in that big one, so because you got a 3, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. No problem. All right. Switched out my mic. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if you guys heard me, but I like these areas, bro. Like when you get to like Brooklyn and like places like out in the boondocks. It's not really boondocks, everywhere's popular here. But like Brooklyn, Queens, like places like that, you find buildings like this that are kind of like it's just a cool residential looking, like it's just badass looking. Look at this shit. You got fucking lions and shit up here. It's sweet, dude, I love that. Great architecture, bro. But yeah, you go out to like Brooklyn, and what I've noticed in Brooklyn is they have, it's like buildings that used to be warehouses. And so you go in and it's really big, but it, like they transformed it into like a, like the lobby's really big. You can tell it used to be like a warehouse, but they made it into like a residential. And those places look so fucking cool. It looks kind of lonely actually, but it looks cool at the same time. How's it going, bro? McDonald's, just take it. Anyway, yep, so we just finished that. Going to McDonald's next. This is what makes food, like this gig work, food delivery shit fun. Is like exploring, right? Like this is all new to me. And so like, if you can imagine when you first start doing it, it's actually really fun because not only are you learning the apps, but you're exploring areas that you probably want to go to. Either you're going in buildings that you've never been to. You know, you will never see the inside. Like I've seen the inside of so many different buildings. And I've been in so many different restaurants. You know, that's kind of what makes it fun. But honestly, I'm kind of getting bored of Manhattan lately. I've been doing it forever, so it's kind of nice to come up here. Hey, I got a food delivery for... All right, just got that. So this is like literally the tip. See that? So we're all the way up here, right? And we're going fucking literally right there. You cross over that, you go into Harlem. See that? Or not Harlem, but Brooklyn. So I kind of don't want to go to the Bronx though, because the Bronx is big, and what happens is if you go into another borough with these, especially with Uber, is they will send you everywhere in the Bronx. And likely, because I'm at the end of the Bronx, I would have to go up and up and up, and it would take me way up north, and then to get home I'd have to go way down south. Already it's gonna take me like forever to get home, pretty long. But if I go up in the Bronx, Uber's gonna take me way up, dude. Like way up. So I kind of don't want to go up there, but yeah, this is cool, bro. This is all new to me. There's a park here to my right. I have no idea what fucking park this is. Isham Park, it says on the map. Drop-off's over here somewhere to the left. Literally at the tip. That building over there in the distance, way over there, the blue tip on it, that's the Bronx, I think. Or maybe not. I don't know. Damn near close, I know that. All right, 256. Yep, here we go. Oh yeah, so there was complaints about these handles right here being sharp. I don't think they're that sharp. I don't think they're that bad. The wheel, it says stock, the wheel's like 2 pounds lighter, or 2 pounds heavier than the Sherman, but it feels lighter. I don't know, maybe it's just a mental thing for me. Okay, it's open. Maybe I'm just used to lifting up the Sherman and shit. £86, by the way, is the weight, I think. Here you go. Thank you. Did I say 86 pounds? I think the Sherman Max is 86 pounds stock, I think. And then I think the Commander Pro, like I said, is 2 pounds heavier. So 88 pounds. But I can't tell the difference. Yeah, so as you see, it's keeping me in Harlem, or
Head to your pickup at Chopped Cheese Deli 3.
it's keeping me in Washington Heights, so cool. So I will, if anything changes, like if I go to the Bronx, I'll record. But I've been recording a lot, so I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. I think I literally just found the spot where the Joker was shot, bro. Like, is this the spot? I think it is. I mean, look at this shit. You know the spot where he's coming down the stairs? Is it? West 187th and Fort Washington Ave. So we're at Fort Tryon Park. Found another cool area. Never been here, never even been this far. But over here, there's a little thing over here you can see off the balcony, and then over, it's pretty sweet. Never been here before. Cool, dude. If you go to the left over here, there's a little thing where you can look out. Anyway, I said if I saw something cool, I'd show you guys. So it's like a park area. Let's give you a good example. So I'm going down, so the headlight I can see pretty good. It's pretty dark here. See, this is what makes food delivery awesome. Exploring areas like this. This camera's probably gonna die because I have it running on the battery and I'm having issues with the battery, but yeah, like if you look here, you can see, well, it's not that great here, but anyway, I don't know where the fuck I am. I guess go this way. This is cool. What is this? A fucking, yeah, this is the fort, I guess. Wow, this is fucking awesome, dude. This must be the fort right here. Fort Tryon or something. Welcome to the Met something. I don't know, I can't really read it. The Met Cloisters? Huh. Cool, bro. I've never fucking been up here. But yeah, it's telling me to take a right here, so it's a very scenic area, I guess. Come on, battery, don't die on me. Don't die on me, battery. Fort Tryon Park. Tryon. This is cool. Oh shit, see, this is nice. Magnetic brakes, right? This is dope, dude. This is dope. This is cool. Wee, this is fucking sweet. I'm just following GPS. It's telling me to go this way, so hopefully I'm not like mugged. But oh, look at this. Where do we go now? It's telling me to go this way. This is dope, bro. It's a cool area up here. Cool little steps. Look at that shit. Damn, that's a fucking steep ass hill, bro. This battery's gonna die, I know it. Look at that. Go up to a mellow fucking cool little steps and shit. Cool little park, dude. That's the thing about New York City. All right, shut up, Matt. That's the thing about New York City, bro. You find these fucking parks, like, you could be in the same spot for the longest time, but you'll find these hidden gems of parks and you didn't even know they fucking were there. Yo, what up? Back. It is 6:48 in the morning. So originally I was gonna stay out till 6 a.m. But I decided to stay out till 8. I think the last time I took a break, it was around 12:30, 12:40 in the morning. So it's been about 6 hours since that time. Still on the Commander, obviously. And it's doing really, really well on battery. Bro, you hear how loud this bike is? Why are these bikes so loud, dude? Why do they make sprockets that loud? Anyway, yeah, so we're doing really good on battery. Let me check the battery. I mean, really good on battery. I'm surprised, actually. See, darkness bot. Now I'm looking at darkness bot. So according to darkness bot, dude, we still got 52% on this wheel, which is amazing, bro. I mean, if the darkness bot is the same as the mileage on the Sherman Max screen, this thing's better than the fucking Sherman, dude, which is surprising. You guys, people that have been watching my videos and seeing my community posts, they know that my Sherman, man, that thing can go a long time. 12 plus hours easy. I did like 74 miles the other day on my Sherman. I still had like, I don't know the technical volts or percentage, but I had like 3 bars out of 8 still left. I could have gone probably another 3 hours maybe, you know, straight, you know. So it's just like, damn, bro. And once again, just to reiterate for people that might do electric unicycles, be like, why are you getting so much mileage when I don't get that much? It's because food delivery is different than recreational use. Food delivery, there's a lot of stops, you know. In this case, I've been doing some short trips. I think that's helped the mileage a little bit. Although I was up in Washington Heights, I'm actually in Lower East Side right now, so we're like way far from Washington Heights, which is where I stopped recording last time. So Lower East Side is near, here, I'll show you on the map for you guys that don't know. So last time I stopped recording, right now I'm all the way down here, right? This is the end of the island. This is right here in Manhattan. That's where we're at. I was way up here. Like, actually, I was like way up here when we last recorded. So now I'm all the way down here. So we've been moving this whole time, no doubt. And I haven't had really any breaks. I think I had like a 10-minute break there. Yeah, I had like a 10-minute break there, and that's it. So this battery is kicking ass, dude. That's another thing I want to talk about. Right now we're on a Grubhub order, believe it or not. I was able to toggle on around 6:30 in the morning. Like I said, I'm trying to stay out till 8. So we're dropping off a McDonald's order right now. So one thing I just noticed, which I never seen before on my last order with Grubhub, was it looks like Grubhub is asking for a PIN now, like Uber, which sucks because Grubhub, we don't get paid by time. And so if the customer's not there to provide a PIN, it told me I had to wait 3 minutes. I'm like, what? That's no good, bro. Because if we're not getting paid by time, we're getting paid by trip. Waiting more time is just not doing you any favors. Hello. I have a food delivery. Is it this way? Okay, thank you. But yeah, like anyone that does these apps, they know that like these apps, these food delivery apps, they copy each other. DoorDash will copy Uber, Uber will copy DoorDash. Now Grubhub's copying Uber. And I even text the customer because it's having me text the customer, ask them for the PIN. It's like the customers don't even know. Like I text the customer, and then I had to call her. She's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm talking about either. So I've never seen this before. Somehow I bypassed it. I still left the order, but I might have pissed off the customer because I'm like, all right, I'll just wait 3 minutes. You know, I don't know what else to do, you know. So Grubhub might start doing this now. And for those of you who think it's for the customer, it might be for the customer, but I think Uber and Grubhub does this more for us, so customers can't claim that, you know, we took an order or whatever, because how can we take the order if they gave us a PIN, right? So in my opinion, the PIN is to protect us. That's my assumption, which is cool. I respect that, but it just adds more time with Grubhub, and we're not getting paid by time with Grubhub. We're getting paid by orders. Let's see. So this one actually didn't have me do that. So that's good. But yeah, I think tonight might have been my best night as far as like miles on this thing, because this thing is kicking ass, bro. I still got 52% on this fucking thing, dude. I mean, look, it's not even that big, bro. Look, that's my foot. I wear a size 10, bro. It's amazing what these things can do. All right, so I just got another order. Let's accept this. 12:35 for 35 minutes. Now, we aren't getting paid by time with Grubhub. We're getting paid the old way. At least if they didn't switch it, I don't know. But I'm taking everything with Grubhub, and it doesn't hurt me at all. I've noticed it's pretty good. Obviously, you get way more tips on Grubhub than the other apps. Grubhub still goes by the old model, so people are tipping. It's a pickup, I forgot. Okay, it's a pickup, so I think this might be it right here. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I've decided personally, and I might be shooting myself in the foot because a lot of people in NYC watch my shit and they'll probably find out my strategy, but I'm not that popular, so I guess I'll say it. Hey, how's it going? I just got a pickup for this person right here. I don't know how to say that name. Cool. Thank you. Niraj? Yeah. Let's see. So here's the Commander Pro right here. Commander Pro, I mean the OG Commander, not the Commander Pro. It's kind of dirty because I've been riding all night, but whatever. Check. Hey, good. I have a food delivery for. Sure, I'll take it. All right, no problem.
What's the name on it?
Niraj? Yeah. Cool, thank you. You too. Let me see if I gotta take a picture. Sorry, I just want to take a picture real quick. Awesome, thank you. Take that picture, save my ass just in case. Yeah, Grubhub, we're treating you real nice. I'm treating you real nice, Grubhub. You won, bro. You won, brother. I know what it's like without you. Grubhub, me and you, we're gonna be best friends now, Grubhub. Wow, I mean they put me in the neglected zone for months, bro. Me and you, Grubhub, we bestest friends now. It's kind of a weird relationship we got going on, but hey.